So, your new feature just launched and it flopped. The metrics aren't what you expected, customer feedback is rough, and suddenly you can feel it, the tension in the next stakeholder meeting. Questions, doubts, maybe even frustration. If you've been there, you know this moment can make or break trust with your stakeholders, but it doesn't have to derail your credibility or your project. In this video, I'll show you 3 strategies to handle stakeholders after product failure, how to own the outcome, lead a blameless post-mortem, and refocus everyone on what comes next. Because how you lead in tough moments defines your reputation more than any successful launch ever could. I'm Suzanne, and I have launched many products and projects, often brought in to turn around troubled initiatives. I help PMs manage their stakeholders. When a product or feature underperforms, emotions run high. Stakeholders might feel frustrated. They've invested time, money, and sometimes their own credibility in the success of that work. Teams start second guessing decisions, moral dips. And too often, the conversation shifts from what can we learn to who's to blame. As a product or project manager, you're right in the middle, translating between leadership expectations, customer feedback, and your team's morale. It's one of the toughest times in the role. But here's the opportunity. How you handle this moment can actually strengthen stakeholder trust if you approach it with ownership, transparency, and forward momentum. The first step is to own the outcome. It's tempting to defend yourself, to say the market changed, or that engineering was delayed, or that marketing didn't push it enough. But when you start explaining before you've acknowledged what went wrong, stakeholders hear it as deflection. Try this instead. We didn't hit the result we wanted. Here's what we've learned, and here's how we're adapting. That one sentence shifts the tone from defensive to accountable. It shows you're focused on solutions, not excuses. Remember, accountability doesn't mean personal blame, it means ownership of the process and outcome. The second step is to run a blameless post mortem. This is where you turn failure into learning, bring together your core team and, when appropriate, key stakeholders. Start by setting the tone. The goal here isn't to assign blame, it's to understand what happened and how we can improve next time. Then walk through 3 questions. What did we expect to happen? What actually happened? And what contributed to that gap? Maybe the data you based your assumption on was incomplete, maybe the launch timing wasn't ideal, or maybe customers used the feature in a way you didn't predict. The point isn't who messed up, it's what can we learn. Afterward, document and share a concise summary with stakeholders. When you're transparent and evidence driven, even in failure, you demonstrate maturity, control, and leadership. The third step is to focus on the future. Once you've analyzed what happened, don't dwell on it too long. Move the conversation toward action and share how you're applying what you learned. For example, we discovered our early testing group wasn't representative of real users, so next time we'll diversify test participants. Our engagement metrics dropped because the onboarding was confusing. We're simplifying that flow before relaunch. These future-focused statements give stakeholders something they desperately want: confidence that the next effort will be smarter, stronger, and better informed. It reframes the story from failure to iteration. And iteration is the heartbeat of every successful product organization. Product failures are inevitable, but they don't have to define you or your relationship with stakeholders. Own the outcome, learn without blame, and focus on the next opportunity. That's how great product leaders turn setbacks into credibility. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more tactics on stakeholder management for PMs. And in the comments, share your biggest learning from a product that didn't go as planned. Let's normalize learning from failure.